Alright, welcome to the second video of the parallel line series. This video is going to be about the corresponding angle postulate. The corresponding angle postulate states that if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then corresponding angles are congruent. It's extremely important that you can understand this in an if-then statement. Conditional statement. All right. The hypothesis of this statement is two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. And if you remember, the hypothesis is our given information. So we would be given, let's say that L is parallel to P. There's L and there's P. We can indicate they're parallel by putting an arrow or putting arrows like that on the picture. This is our pictorial notation for parallel. So two parallel lines are cut by some transversal T. In the last video, we realized that this created 8 angles, and then we classified alternate interior, same side interior. We looked at corresponding alternate exterior. So right now, we're just concerned with corresponding angles. So if I take a look at my picture with the 8 angles, I now know that angle 3 is congruent to angle 7. Or angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. Or angle 4 is congruent to angle 8. Or angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. All right, so now this is a postulate, so we're not going to prove anything. We know that corresponding angles are congruent. So let's say that angle 2 was 70 degrees. Let's find the measure of the other angles. So angle 4 and angle 2 are vertical, so that would be 70. Angle 1 and 2 are supplementary, so that would be 110. 1 and 3 are vertical, they're congruent. 2 and 3 are supplementary. Angle 3 has to be 110 degrees. So now, using the corresponding angle postulate, if angle 3 is 110, angle 7 is 110 because angles 3 and 7 are corresponding angles. So therefore, if the lines are parallel, corresponding angles are congruent. If angle 2 is 70, angle 6 is 70. If angle 4 is 70, angle 8 is 70. Angle 1 is 110. Angle 4 is 110. And that's how we apply the corresponding angle postulate. Now, if you take a look at the picture, if you take a look at all this, what do you notice about angles 3 and 5? They're both 110. So could you conclude that if you had the same hypothesis, could you conclude alternate interior angles are congruent? I think so. What about angle 2 and angle 8? Aren't they alternate exterior? What about angles 1 and 7? So could we say alternate exterior angles are congruent? I believe so. What about 3 and 6? What do you notice about same side interior? Well, they're not congruent because 110 and 70 are not congruent. But what's the relationship between 110 and 70? That's right. Same side, interior angles are supplementary. All right, good luck.